In whose hands are we safe? In whose hands?
In whose hands will you be safe? In whose hands will you be safe?
In whose hands will you be safe? You better not be sitting there thinking that the bar is low when you know that there is no bar. By the title of this video, we are going to be talking about the nasty, brutal, atrocious dating scene. Yeah, the one that got pissed in it.
None of my business. It's none of my business.
And we will be unpacking the ghetto stuff that are going under your nose. Bruno, dating doesn't concern me. What does this video have to do with me? Well, you're in for a surprise because no matter who you are, it affects you because it's in your brain and there's nothing you can do about it because mating is part of the human experience and you never asked to be born. But now the future is in your hands. So let's go. When it comes to dating, I think it's a very, very interesting time in your life because it can either make you or break you. Honestly, like you really choose who to be with. You don't choose your parents, but you can choose your partner, and some of you still choose wrong. It's okay, baby girl, I've been there too. We've all been there. I have been dusted and been in the very hurting places of my life. But I'm back. I'm healing and growing and learning. I've also been in the pits. Don't think I'm sitting here I'm just shining and stuff like that. These things have hit me harder than you think. It's matters of the heart. And when it comes to matters of the heart, you don't know what to do, really. So what is the dating scene? Let's define that first. I think this is where personally, because of the values that I stand by, as for now, the things I thought then maybe no, but now, yeah. For you to actually want a girlfriend, boyfriend, it means that you've chosen this person to be in your life. And I mean, like, for a period of time. That is, if you want to get married or don't. I've seen that a lot of people don't want to get married. So I want to, be also like a balanced bowl for the both of you. Choosing someone to be a life partner, to go through life together as you find yourselves. It comes as slowly and at the perfect time. But also it can be like not at the perfect time and still be the one. It's very complicated because it's matters of the heart. Remember when I said it's matter of the heart? I meant that. Sorry, I think I look better with it in front for a bit of the snaps. So in case you guys want to take screenshots, take them now. Also, yes, I'm already starting to wear my shein clothes. I told you guys to prepare. It's happening right now. I don't want to rush anything. Like where I am in life right now, I'm in my 20s, first of all. I just want to build my career. I want to build myself. I want to get to understand myself in ways that, even if I got in a relationship, like it wouldn't be the bare minimum, basically. I can't kill myself. And at least I know what I want. And that's another thing. You need to know what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go there with no standards and then you're wondering like you have no standards. There's nothing on your list. You're just looking for something, somebody, just a walking thing to just own you. That's so embarrassing.
Okay, oh my god.
You better spend some time alone, honey. Ew, people. Anyway, let's get deep down into the ghettoism. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys what is stopping you from being intimate or putting yourself into the dating scene. And let me tell you mine. I was going through this ghetto list. I said, is it really that serious that you guys, do you have to suffer in order to be loved? That's my question, really. Reading your responses had me shook for the most part. I would say, is it really that serious that you need to suffer to the point that we are asking if you love yourself? Thanks. I think you should go and love yourself and spend some time alone, honey. That's what you need to do. We have the cheaters. We have the swindlers. We really do have the swindlers walking day and night. We have the narcissists who are predators to their emotional prey. We've got the attachment issues. We've got the commitment issues. We've got the baby daddies. First of all, don't date a baby daddy until you are 100% sure. And even then, still don't date a baby daddy, thanks. The baby mamas, there's just so much to choose from, really. There's so many people that you could really go and receive the bare minimum. This generation has really killed the romantic aspect of a lot of things, the getting to know people, and I myself have participated in this as well. You have to change your views on it. Honestly, you can't use how other people think about it. You can't really use other people's thoughts about a thing to be able to understand something, you have to use your own thoughts. And whatever thoughts you're gonna get about something are the reality of that thing. I just want you guys to know that there is so much hope for you. Even like when it comes to men, don't view them from the opinion of other women, because there are, again, very good men out there who've done a very good job and raised their kids in a good job and been great fathers and are great husbands. 20s are entirely for your building, and I say that with my chest. You need to build yourself, you need to build your career, you need to understand yourself, that even if you're going to school or whatever you're doing, just get to know yourself so that you don't ever receive the bare minimum. Let's get straight into your responses. Thank you also so much. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, you can use that door to get out of my life because you are a snake. @rono.h is the account. And if you don't follow after that, you can use the door. I'm gonna just say one name so that people don't know who you are, but still, if they know who you are, you really said it. Haha, we are using your vulnerability against you. What will you say? Kibuga says, I'd rather be alone, but I'd rather be by myself than put up with any of that ever again. I hope you don't mention people.
In whose hands will you be safe?
Oh my God, you're in for a surprise. Welcome to this YouTube channel. This is CNN News. Okay, I'll censor your name. What I can say is, if you're comfortable being yourself right now because you want to do it for you, I love that, babes. Oh, you're doing amazing, sweet. But if you're doing it because you're scared of being hurt, and I'm just gonna compile this in one. A lot of you people are scared of being hurt, broken, seen, vulnerable. Here's the tea, babes, and I'm gonna give it to you hot and heavy. People are really gonna hurt you, whether you like that or not. The better and easier you accept that, the way your life is gonna be easy, like a squeezy. Let's not sit here and act like people in our families haven't hurt us, or people, you know, even our pets. Speaking of that, I had to throw my cats out, bro. I donated those guys. They were pooping up and down. I said no. Yes, people are gonna hurt you. You just have to know who to take a risk for, and you never really know then as well. That's why you need to be in things like spirituality and gratitude and things to open your eyes and your discernment, so that you don't end up choosing the bottom of the barrel brios and the bottom of the barrel Ians. And what is the bare minimum? That depends on like how you want your dating life to go. This is a very personal journey. I don't know why people collectively think about it. It's very personal. It's about you, your romantic, the way you feel. That's why sometimes you can talk to your bestie and she's gone in the brain. She's really gone in the brain, babes. And that's just for her to figure out with time. All you can do is just be a guide. I don't know who I've become. I don't know who I've become. I don't know who I've become. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. This is Dennis. I honestly don't know where to start looking for people. I'm also afraid of getting hurt. You don't know where to meet people. Expand your horizons, babe. Really, no, honestly. Go places. Meet new people, be off your phone, try be present. I'm telling you, there's not even one, you can't tell me there's not even one lady that, you know, will indulge you in the conversation. You have to try, you know? Don't just come with, hey, kama chakula farasi. Kuja hey na content. That's what I'm saying, really. Quick thanks to Nuchi for sponsoring this video. It has been my new recent favorite cereal. Why? One, it comes in 2 flavors, vanilla and strawberry. Thanks. It's very instant, and I'm a lazy person, so it's my go-to lazy meal. And it has vitamins and minerals that are very good for you. It's very high in nutrition, good in fiber, good in zinc, good with all vitamin A, which is very good for your health, and it's been giving me energy throughout my workouts. Yes, and let me know in the comments down below if you tried Nuchi, what was your experience? Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so Kyogara says, I lost hope because of my family trauma. Ooh, okay. But it's true, by the way. Family really matters a lot when it comes to like how we view relationships and how we view love, rather. And because it's basically where we're growing up. It's where we're getting our values. It's where we're getting our teachings. And so it really does affect how you see things. Until maybe like you go through your awakenings, or like you finally realize that you're your own person and not your parents' child. So what I can say about that is really just heal whatever you believe hurts you from your past. Does that make sense? Whatever it is, it can be sexual assault, it can be your family that did to you, or like you were treated badly or you were bullied, and it's really reflecting. The way of life is to heal that and be more compassionate. It's only a reason to be more loving. It's only a reason to be more kind. And it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to like need time to figure those things out. There's no pressure, by the way. People figure this thing, they're still figuring it out in their 60s. There's no pressure, there's nowhere we're going. No, and then now come back to being more specific with the kind of people now you want in your life, or the kind of people you want to attract, or who you want to be. You never know what can really happen, honestly. So, all the best. It says people don't have the romantic mentality anymore, just casual things. And you are right, honey. I don't even know what to say. It's so true. But if you are a hopeless romantic, or if you believe in love and all those lovey-dovey stuffs, I always say, like, you always attract who you are, and you'll always attract and get people who think and feel the same things you do. If you find people who are just casual about stuff, I'd honestly just advise to space yourself and go into more depth with people who do. And sometimes the worst thing happens, that the people who understand you and love you the most, you don't want them.
Well, shit. Well, shit.
And there's nothing you can do about it. No matter how nice you are to me, sir, no matter if you do what to, like, I'm telling you guys, but they're so efficient. They give you solutions. You say, they're here. They're amazing. They're a whole package, but you just aren't attracted to them, and that happens too. So that one, I really don't know what to say. It's just the truth. But if you don't like someone, please just don't watch them. Don't lead them on. That's really fucked up. I personally went through rejection, and it was a rejection that, like, I think it was more to do with my ego than it even did to how I viewed the person. Honest about it with him at the time, and I was like very, very open about it, you know. And I felt like the way it looked, he felt like I had come off like aggressive and stuff, and like I ended up being like rejected so badly, and it really hurt my feelings. But what I came to understand is sometimes you don't even like the person, like you just like the idea of being with them, for real. Or you believe that they make you look good in some type of way. Because if you tell me if I actually like, I tried to write 5 things I like about this guy, like genuinely about his personality, and I couldn't. It was crows and a little dust of hay. And that's when I understood that it had more to do with like my ego, like, and the rejection was just to my ego to make me teach myself that that's not how you look for love. But I said, you attract who you are, and you just have to know what you want. Just have standards. You didn't know what you want. You were just going with the flow, and received a lot of nothingness. Write down what you want. Have this conversation with yourself or with God, whatever, and just say, this is my non-negotiables, and this is what I want, and this is what I'm looking for. And I promised myself that I'm not gonna put myself in positions that, you know, will hurt me when this is what I want. It's really that simple, honestly. So my non-negotiables, like, for example, I was like, I don't want a guy who makes me cry. I don't want a guy who ever hits me. I don't want a guy who ever raises his voice at me. If a guy ever like crosses my non-negotiables, the recycling bin. Not even the recycling bin. Actually, you know what? I was grateful to put in the recycling bin. Because I would have put you in the trash, but I let you come back better and stronger. I let you go through the pressure to come out more biodegradable. So yeah. Number 2 is allow yourself to be vulnerable. You cannot fight. It's really impossible to have or attract love if you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And I don't mean be vulnerable to the point that you can let anyone stop and you still have your boundaries 100%, but allow yourself to be loved, allow yourself to feel things and be genuine about them. And even though like it's scary, just, you know, sometimes do it anyway, because you don't ever move in life from not, you know, scaring yourself. So let's be honest, you don't ever learn from protecting yourself. Let's be real. Number 3, look for the yeses more than the nos. And what do I mean by this? For example, you meet a guy and you're like, but he's not as tall. But like, he did this one thing. And I'm really guilty of that. I'm such a self-sabotaging machine. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Let's say, for example, he doesn't like dogs, but, you know, he likes cats. You know, like, the difference can also be beautiful, if that makes sense. Look at the positives more than the negatives, because therefore you'll even realize that you overlooked. Did you guys see this pillow? I'm sorry. Pray. See your juju ni mambi. Ni mambi. See your nana ni mambi. you really don't know who you could be overlooking, and you have no idea the kind of blessings you can receive in your life. So look at the positives more than the negatives. Be very specific with what you want, because if you're not specific with anything in your life, you really get anything. And yeah, I think I've talked about that enough, but yeah, you get the point. Number 1, 5, 6, be honest with yourself, girl. Be honest with yourself, guy. Be very honest with yourself and be yourself. That's not who you are. You don't talk like that. You don't walk like that. Be yourself, because once you're yourself, Aki, trust me, you wouldn't have time for BS. You wouldn't have time for bullshit. Sometimes even BS can be happening and you're just like unbothered because you're yourself. And when you're yourself, you really don't care about much, if I'm being honest. When you're honest with yourself, you wouldn't deny genuine feelings you have, or you wouldn't deny like genuine heart. It really makes it easier because it single-handedly starts, it's like a annihilator. It annihilates what you really don't need in early time, so you don't waste your time, if you know what I mean. Finally, do not assume, guys. Honestly, do not assume. If there's any advice I can give you, is improve your communication. Honestly, like, that's the key to almost every relationship in this world. Is just communication, because without communication there's so much room for assumptions and there's so much room for overthinking when we can just be straight up with each other. No, you don't lie to yourself that, oh, maybe he doesn't like me. Bro, get to know him. Go out there, get to know people. This is exactly how he feels. You know, you've asked him, ask people questions, get to know them. And if they're being dodgy about who they are and keep information from you, then you know what to do. You just sanitize, really, because you, my friend, are bigger than that. You wewe simente, wewe ni siafu. So, wait, what? So this is basically my feedback from the dating scene from my point of view. Yeah, ignore the ghetto and the ghetto will ignore you. That's and ignore what isn't for you, and what is for you will make its way to you. I don't know what I've become, really. If you give people a chance to step over you, and you give people a chance to use you and manipulate you, just niambie tu ujipendi, tuelewane tu tusoge bereriri.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.